Hello and welcome to Ditching Hourly. I'm Jonathan Stark. Today I've got an audio excerpt from an answer I provided on my YouTube channel. You can check it out at thejonathanstarkshow.com and it'll redirect you to YouTube if you're into watching videos. Otherwise, you can just listen to the audio here on the podcast. Enjoy. Hey, Jonathan here. I've got a question from James Cho who asks, Hey, Jonathan, I have a question about the value conversation. You've said that it's not necessary or appropriate to tell your client that you are value pricing them. Totally makes sense. I wonder, are there signs that a client has understood the value of the potential project through your questions? The most obvious sign would be if they simply agree to the price you set forth, but during the conversation, I wonder if you can see signs that they haven't understood the value yet, so that you know to try and ask a few more questions so that both parties are on the same page. All right. When you're having the value conversation, the thing that scares me is when the client is not clear about what business outcome that they want. They're going to pay you money. They want money back. There's no two ways about it. And whether that, or they want value back. It might not be bottom line dollars, but it's either going to be savings or it's going to be something that's worth it to them. It could be increased morale. It could be better brand reputation. It could be intangible like that, but they want ROI. They're not doing it for fun. They're not doing it because they want elegant code or they want a really pretty Gantt chart. They don't care about that stuff. They want business value back. So if a client, if we get through an hour-long meeting and I'm not really clear and confident that the client and I are on the same page about what we're trying to do, then that's a pretty bad sign that we're not done having a meeting. Another thing that can be a sign that you're not on the same page is if you do have this kind of home run desired future state is very clear, but you don't have a good progress metric, something that you can measure during the project to make sure that you're going in the right direction. You want to find some kind of leading indicator that is going to allow you to kind of like steer the car back onto the road if you're drifting to the ditch. You want to be able to know you're drifting toward a ditch. You want to get to the end of the project and have no surprises, like, hey, we've been trying to reach this, 4 out of 5 stars, or we've been trying to reach these net promoter scores, or been trying to increase the number of leads by this amount, or the conversion rate by this amount. And look, we did it. You can declare victory. You can declare success. So if you feel like, if your confidence is high and you believe the client's confidence is high in this agreed upon home run metric, the kind of desired future state, and or the progress metric that they're going to look at and you're going to look at to make sure that you're doing something beneficial for them, then I'm pretty confident that we're on the same page. I'm pretty confident that the prices that I'm going to put forward are at least going to be in the ballpark. But this is a gray area and your level of confidence might not be super high, but high enough to move forward with a proposal. So if you're still kind of, you're pretty sure you know what the home run is, you're pretty sure what the desired future state is, you're pretty sure you know what the progress metric is, you're pretty sure that the progress metric is a leading indicator for the desired future state, but you're like, I really don't know what the value is here. So for whatever reason, you just can't get a bead on that. Then you could say to them, okay, thanks for all that information. As a next step, I would like to go back to my office, crunch some numbers, and then I can have a proposal to you on a Wednesday. Does that sound good to you? They'll say yes. You'll say, okay, great. Just to give you a heads up, I'm thinking there are 3 ways that we could probably tackle this. So I'm going to give you three options. At the high end, we're probably looking at $250,000, and at the low end, it's probably $50,000. Is that kind of in line with what you were imagining? And then get their reaction to those numbers. So if like even the $50,000 is just totally off the table and they flip out, then you've got some information like, let's maybe revisit a couple of things, because what I understood was that you were trying to achieve this outcome in a business of your size. It seems like a small investment for these kinds of results. So either they don't trust you, they don't find you credible, they don't believe that the project is going to be as valuable as you think. You could just be totally off base about something. Who knows? In any case, doing this sort of giving them this pricing guidance before you spend time putting together a proposal is something that Blair Enns advocates. I think it's a great idea in a case where you're just not sure what the value is. You're just not getting a sense of it. You can just bounce some numbers off of them, and then when you sit down to write your proposal, say, okay, here are my different budgets that I have. Here's the needle that I'm trying to move. What can I do at each of these price points to advance their cause? And kind of reverse engineer a scope around how much money they're willing to invest. Okay, I hope that helped. My name is Jonathan Stark, and if you have a question for me, you can hashtag AskJonathan on YouTube, Twitter, or LinkedIn, and we'll find it and I'll add it to the queue. Thanks. Would you like to learn how to get paid what you're worth? How about selling your expertise and not your labor? We work through all of this together in the pricing seminar. Pre-registration starts soon, and you can sign up to be among the first to know when early bird pricing is announced at thepricingseminar.com. That URL again is thepricingseminar.com. Hope to see you there.